perspective, I think getting the first therapy approved for Duchenne muscular dystrophy was huge. And that represents some of the first RNA technologies that were approved for use as well. You saw a lot of data evolving and a lot of approvals in the RNA therapy space. I think similarly, genetic therapies really gained a lot of ground. I know that Spark had a phenomenal presentation at their advisory committee for some of their rare retinal disorders. Really showing that they could reverse pretty much legal or partial blindness or complete blindness in these people with a gene therapy. Also, some of the data that haven't yielded a registration yet, but are part of a registrational trial data package to go to FDA, really just recently at ASH were shown for the hemophilia gene therapies that were out there, particularly for BioMarin's gene therapy. So I think that in the investigational drug space, coming to late-stage clinical development or approval, you saw a lot happen in gene therapies. And depending on how you extend the idea of genetic therapy, you could also go into genetic therapies that are also cell-based. So CAR T therapies are a great example, and they generated a lot of buzz. And there was a couple approvals for Gilead and Novartis in that space as well. And I think the common theme in all those is those are all basically genetic therapies. Those are all genetically based in some way. Whether through RNA-based sequences that take advantage of exon skipping or specific genetic mutations, like targeting with antisense, or they're therapies that use direct genetic manipulation through either a gene therapy approach with viruses or through a cell-based approach with CAR T. And so for me, that's huge because I've been in drug discovery and development for years now, almost 2 decades, and I think I've seen all of that evolve from the preclinical level up to the clinical level. So to finally see it advancing into approval has been huge for me to be able to see that in my lifetime, because I've seen it from the bench all the way through the bedside, and it's phenomenal to see it in the market, making an impact on people's lives, not in a clinical trial setting and not in a, we used to always say with some of these gene therapies, the mantra used to always be, oh, gene therapy will be really big in 5 to 10 years. And I've been hearing 5 to 10 years for 20 years. Other people have been hearing it who are older than me for 30 or 40 years. So I think to see it actually it's making a difference now, that's a really big distinction.